Arena in a 94-89 game. Anderson will try and bring the Spurs within 3. Blazers have held 6 consecutive opponents under 100 points. Second longest streak in the history of the franchise at having done that. 3-point game. 3 minutes to play.
They bring Wingate in, and what you want to do against defensive pressure is attack. You don't want to become passive. That's what Porter does at times, picks up the foul against David Wingate. You've got to keep the pressure on the defense. Once they sense that you are reacting to what they're doing, they really get after you, and usually that's when they force a turnover.
Third team foul on the Spurs. Blazers already in the penalty.
And what the Spurs like to do in this situation is try to keep David Robinson around so he can help.
Cliff Robinson, big rebound, can't score, and is fouled. Sean Elliott.
We have seen tremendous athletic plays. This goes with as good as we've seen all night long. Cliff Robinson out of the pack with a strong effort, 3 times on the glass, and draws the foul. We'll see if he can get the free throw.
Elliott's first personal foul, 4th team foul on San Antonio. A 3-point game. Robinson with 10 tonight, 4 of 5 at the line. Rod Strickland is in, David Wingate is out. At the line tonight, Portland 22 of 28, San Antonio 29 of 36. Portland's lead is 4. Porter to challenge Rod Strickland.
In this situation, I like to look at David Robinson first and then Sean Elliott.
Elliott left open. Buries it. He has 16. It is a 2-point game. 2:10 left. By Drexler. Spurs can tie. Elliott. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. 95-93 as you see. Won't go. Blazers still lead. And we have a timeout. A minute 45 to go in the 4th quarter. Your screen. Let's watch.
The baseline is open for Drexler, but he comes across the middle.
Robinson. Aims for 3. Portland could win. No. Williams has got it. It goes. He's fouled. It goes.
Fouled at the buzzer.
Buck Williams has a chance to win the game. Go out and buy that door poster tomorrow.
Ainge, wide open, gets this one away, and you'll see what second opportunities can do. Buck Williams, huge rebound, and you can see the stick back goes in.
He's at the line. This would win it. The clock shows 0. We're tied at 91. We will go overtime. 91-91. But Buck Williams still the hero. 5-minute overtime coming up. Well, Steve, San Antonio won that game 102-101. They had earlier beaten Portland in Memorial Coliseum. That was really a turnaround as they went 4-7 in February, but 2 of those wins were over Portland. They had a great month of March.
That ball game that we just relived with Buck Williams was a different kind of a ball game and a tale of 2 halves. This has been superb for both teams throughout the 4 quarters.
Shot clock at 10. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 3. Oh, Jerome Kersey. His second basket of the night, one of the biggest of the season, 97-93.
Broke out of the commercial to get you back to this game. We don't want you to miss any of the drama. Rebound, Kersey.
Coming up on 1 minute to play, Portland leading by 4.
And what Portland, again, has got to do, the pressure is on San Antonio to make the play. Portland's got to have a good idea of where they want to go with the ball and then go aggressively with it.
Shot clock at 3. Kersey again, and draws the foul. Rod Strickland, third personal foul. And Jerome has a seat.
Couldn't come up with 4 bigger points at a bigger time for the Trailblazers as San Antonio calls another time. This is perhaps the key game in sealing it tonight. If the Trailblazers win tonight, they will have a comfortable advantage over the Chicago Bulls and Lakers.
And one bonus to remember about that is that Portland won both games with Chicago. So even if the two teams would end up tied for the best record in the league, it would be Portland that would have the home court advantage all the way through, virtue of their television network.
Elliott's their best three-point shooter. If you're going to give them 2, make it 2. They get it very quickly, so they didn't have to use a lot of time.
99-95, 40 seconds left. Back the foul by Willie Anderson. Wilson, Terry, they don't use it.
They want to get a score and then use their timeout. Cummings for 3.
Rebound, Sean Elliott for 3. Blazers have the rebound. And now we'll run down the clock. Foul, Sean Elliott. And the Blazer bench will celebrate. They lead by 6 with 23 seconds left. This team on the edge of an awful lot of milestones tonight. Lost 34 straight on the road. Porter makes them both. Blazers leading by 8. It's just a matter of time. It'll be 12 wins in a row. Strickland for 3. 103-98. Porter, Williams. Wow, Buck Williams.
The big play by Porter, just a tip ahead to Buck Williams. They carried on for the dunk. And again, they got to come back and try to get a score. Sean Elliott to David Robinson.
He misses, the follow by Elliott, and it's 105-100. And the Trailblazers have done it. Gone on the road and swept 6 games. 59th win of the year, 12 straight. Final score, Portland 105, San Antonio 100.
Tickets can still be purchased through the Spurs ticket office.
That's what I was wondering.
In a ball game where they needed to maintain their poise and presence and use all of their athletic ability, they certainly did that tonight. Cliff Robinson, along with other players off the bench, made a strong contribution, and really the bench tonight was the difference in Portland winning and losing. Robinson, Ainge, Young, Davis all had a hand in keeping Portland on top of San Antonio. The San Antonio Spurs are a team that has great athletic ability, particularly amongst their starting 5. And it's a team that reacts well defensively. They rely on David Robinson. That time Robinson and the Spurs were late as Buck Williams jammed that one home. But I know that Larry Brown feels that his team is going to be heard of. They still have some growing to do, and the expectations are extremely high. That is what we would call the game difference there. They were ahead by 2 as Jerome Kersey gave Portland the breathing room. You see the reaction of the Trailblazer bench.
We will be back with our final stats board in just a moment. 7 road wins.
It's for Drexler, but he comes across the middle.
Robinson. Aims for 3. Portland could win. No. Williams has got it. It goes. He's fouled. It goes.
Fouled at the buzzer.
Buck Williams has a chance to win the game. Go out and buy that door poster tomorrow.
Ainge, wide open, gets this one away, and you'll see what second opportunities can do. Buck Williams, huge rebound, and you can see the stick back goes in.
He's at the line. This would win it. The clock shows 0. We're tied at 91. We will go overtime. 91-91, but Buck Williams still the hero. 5-minute overtime coming up.
What is it now?
JR. Overtime records, Portland 3-0, San Antonio 3-1.
It's what you dream about when you lay in bed at night, when you become a player, a chance to win the ball game. Buck Williams makes the save to tie the ball game up on the line with no time left. Got a good look at it. The ball went in and out. We're into overtime. Cliff Robinson, David Robinson will jump to start it, Pat.
In the fourth quarter, Portland outscored the Spurs 30-21. Both teams very good in overtimes this year. The ball goes to San Antonio. The Blazers 3-0 in the extra sessions. The Spurs are 3-1.
And what Portland has to do is be aggressive at both ends of the floor. That's what got them back in the ball game. Block, Cliff Robinson.
Beautiful play by Cliff Robinson. Danny Ainge traveled with the ball. Well, maybe he needs a new set of steel-belted radios.
He stopped and he kind of stuck.
He slid through the intersection. Great comeback by Portland. And it has not been easy because the Spurs have been tough. Sean Elliott.
The three.
Three-point field goal. What a game by Elliott. Drexler. Ball goes to the Spurs. Elliott's defense on Clyde.
Clyde was a little bit hurried in what he wanted to do and didn't really have control of the ball. Elliott reached in. They say the ball goes off Drexler.
Deflection, shot clock at 11. Game clock in the corner of your screen. 1 minute gone in the 5-minute overtime. 94-91 San Antonio. Robinson, let him go. And he blows it. And the ball out of bounds and rolled off the arm of Terry Porter. Porter, who destroyed the Spurs in clutch situations in the playoffs a year ago. 22nd timeout called by Larry Brown. Reason why, Steve?
Wants to get a score. He wants to make sure they get a good shot. They were real tentative in that last set is about where they wanted to go with the basketball. He wants to make sure that they get something in the high percentage area. But we're not for the three-point field goal that Sean Elliott got. San Antonio has not been real decisive about where they want to put the ball. The key in overtime is to be the aggressor and to go with authority. And what happens is you become very conservative because of the 5-minute extra session. And you got to play it the same way you'd play with 12.
94-91 Spurs. Willie Anderson. Terry Cummings wants it under pressure and draws the foul.
You see Terry Porter raise his hand. He does not want Cliff Robinson to pick up another foul, but they're going to give it to Cliff anyway. Porter realizing.
And Cliff Robinson is fouled out of the ball game.
But that would put him out of the ball game. And certainly they need his defense and his reaction on defense. He has made some sparkling plays in the comeback.
So the coaches in conference. Rick Adelman will make the call. He's going to go with Jerome Kersey. Going to stay with a smaller, more mobile lineup and leave Kevin Duckworth on the bench. Cliff Robinson fouling out with 13 points tonight and 6 rebounds.
Kersey only has 1 bullet left in his chamber as well. He's got 5 personal fouls.
3:42 left overtime. And Cummings misses the first. He has 9 points tonight. The San Antonio bench.
And what they need is a box on David Robinson. He's going to try to challenge to get to this ball should Cummings miss and put it back in.
(95-91), 3:40 left, overtime. Drexler by Elliott. 3 come to him. Open man. Kersey. Foul. So the ball went into Kersey in rotation. And though Jerome has shot 1 for 9 tonight, he took the shot. He'll go to the line.
Cummings challenging and coming at the jump shooter. They say he got a piece of him.
5 fouls now on Terry Cummings.
Cummings has not been effective tonight. He is still trying to recover from the broken hand and is doing what he can. Kersey misses the free throws. But Kersey has been sitting for most of this quarter.
1 of 2 for Jerome. 95-92. Ball pressing, Terry Porter.
The guy they're going to try to get the ball to is David Robinson.
Score. We pause 5 seconds for station identification. You're watching the Trailblazer Television Network. Porter inside at the 3-minute mark. Terry for 3. Got it. Terry Porter, 26 points. 24 after the first half. He had 2 at the break.
Again, they will run an inside play for Robinson. Or he pulls it from the top.
Willie Anderson smothered inside and fouled. And it's on
Danny Ainge.
Haynes.
They surprised Portland defensively as they dumped the ball in. Looked as though they were going to try to come back with the same set in which David Robinson scored the last time. He goes up for the shot and then drops it down to Willie Anderson, who has position.
Anderson, 82%.
He has been up and down at the line tonight.
And stays up and down. 98-95. 2.5 to play. Ames. Porter. Both Ames and Porter have been hot in the second half. Porter. Rebound to Sean Elliott. Pressing.
What they need now is a stop. They need San Antonio to be a little hesitant at the offensive end. Anderson on the drive.
Turned away. Nice defense. Buck Williams coming out with it. Here's Porter.
He's got a mismatch right here. If he's going to go, he's got to go against Robinson, get all the way to the basket.
He'll go. He'll score. He's fouled. It counts, and there's a chance to tie.
Part of being a strong NBA player is recognizing when you have a mismatch and how you have an advantage, and Porter had contact all the way. Fortunately for him, they don't call it until he gets in the shooting motion. He has a chance to tie the ball game up. Larry Brown has to make a decision. Terry Cummings will come out of the ball game. Sidney Green back in. But it has been Porter, after a real tough first half of play, that has refused to let his team die tonight. He's had some help from his friend, and Danny Ainge and Drexler, Duckworth at varying times in the game, but he has a chance to tie this one up.
1:50 to play in overtime. And the Spurs hang on to a 1-point lead. Tension hanging thick in the air as a sellout crowd of 15,908 watch at Hemisphere.
But they're looking for David Robinson. This is a play they scored on before. They get a cutter, and the ball is knocked away.
Percy blocks the shot. Off a Spur. Excellent defensive play by Jerome Percy.
The cutter puts a pressure on the defense, and it's a strong reaction by Kersey that makes the save.
1:20 to play. Overtime. Blazers can take the lead. Drexler. Way off to the right. Rebound, Sidney Green. 20 rebounds tonight for Robinson, a dozen for Green. For the Blazers, 17 boards for Buck and 14 rebounds for Clyde.
Again, coming back to David Robinson. They want to force him to make the pass. 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, deflection inside, foul call. Spurs get the lucky bounce on the deflection, and the ball goes right to Sidney Green. Foul is the 5th on Buck Williams.
The ball pops right there, and Green happens to be in the perfect position. You couldn't ask for a better pass on a broken play. Williams trying to react to make sure he doesn't get the easy opportunity, make him earn it from the line. We'll see how Sidney Green does with these two.
Far and away his best year at the line. Traditionally shaky, 86% this year. He is 1 for 3 tonight.
Well, both teams in a key situation have sensed the pressure and the importance of the moment. Missing free throws. Portland with a chance to win or tie, and San Antonio with a chance to pull away. Green gets 1 of 2. Portland wants a timeout.
The timeout comes with 56 seconds to play in overtime. San Antonio leading Portland 99-97. Well, if Rick Adelman asked his team to come back and prove that they were the best team in the NBA at halftime and prove they could play the way they have all season, he has to be very pleased with the response, for this turned out to be a test of character, and the Blazers have responded. They'd love now to roll into Atlanta with a win here at Hemisphere. Okay, here is the final tally on our Miller fan vote for tonight. Most of you, by a very slim margin, said you would have Larry Brown as our Olympic coach in 1992, but certainly this country would be very well represented with either man. It will be Chuck Daly who has that squad.
You see the Western Conference standing, the Trailblazers with a 4-game advantage over the Lakers, and what the positions would be 1 through 8, as Portland, if the playoffs were to start today, would have an opponent, Seattle.
And the thing that's bad for San Antonio is the fact that even though they'd have the home court advantage with Utah, the Spurs have lost 15 straight games in Salt Lake City. Portland isn't the only team that has trouble at the Salt Palace. And of course, right now, and it could well hold up through the end of the year, the Blazers would open with the Seattle Supersonics, a team far different than the one that built most of that 25 and 28 record. Okay, Steve, 56 seconds left, 99-97, 2-point ball game. Your thoughts?
This you play differently, and of course you're working for a good scoring opportunity. You know you're going to get a couple of more possessions. You want to try to get something where you're going to the hoop with a chance to score or a medium-range jump shot. So you've got to attack and attack very quickly. Portland has tried a couple of times to get the drive off the two-man game. They're taking the move over the top away. You got to look for a quick score down on the baseline. Isolation right here with Buck Williams against David Robinson.
Porter, aim for 2, tie game, 99-99. Danny Ainge, 18 points, 15 after the first half. Spurs looking to regain the lead. Robinson. Davis shoots, is fouled. If it's Buck, he is gone. It is Clyde instead on the helping defense.
Drexler reached in on the turn. But David Robinson trying to come across the middle. Good contact there to turn him the other way. And Drexler trying to reach in. And again, David Robinson has had a tough time at the line tonight.
4 of 9. 23 points, 20 rebounds for David Robinson. His career high rebounds, 21.
Gets them both.
101-99. Shot clock, game clock, separated by 4 seconds. Blazers, this possession to tie. A three-pointer, Portland would lead.
They want to come back and try to run the same play, looking for Danny Ainge.
Drexler on Willie Anderson. Shovel it to Buck and score. Tied again. 10 seconds left.
Brown wants a timeout.
And Larry not happy. They wasted 4 seconds bringing the ball up instead of calling the timeout and getting it at midcourt with 10 seconds left. Late official Hugh Holland tied at 101. 6.5 seconds left. San Antonio has several weapons. Robinson, of course, the big scorer. They've had a huge night tonight from Sean Elliott. The last basket.
Drexler broke the defense down. David Robinson comes as he usually will, and Buck Williams hovering down on the baseline, hammers it home, and ties the ball game up once again.
Final score, Chicago 129, Boston 99. The Bulls have won 10 in a row. You'll see more great Trailblazer action on Friday night. We will be in Philadelphia. Charles Barkley and company. You'll see the game starting at 6 o'clock on KOIN TV Channel 6 and the Trailblazer Television Network. Our next cable game, Portland and Boston. March 10th, 7 o'clock. If you're not a seasoned cable subscriber, call your cable company and order that one early. He's not the gorilla, but there's Wile E. Coyote, the San Antonio Spurs mascot. Larry Brown's best play for 6 seconds.
You see the percentages. and San Antonio beginning to struggle. And what you want, again, is the ball to come over the top. You want to have pressure on the defenders so that they don't have a good, quick read to drop the ball inside to David Robinson. His first option is going to be Robinson, trying to get him going to the hoop, and then he's going to look for Sean Elliott.
For the Blazers, Williams and Kersey, both 5 fouls. David Robinson, isolation inside on Buck. No foul called. It's up for grabs. 2 seconds left. And a foul is called on Jerome, and he is fouled out of the game, and the Blazers cannot believe it. And they must keep composure now.
Strong drive right there, and they'll come back in. David Robinson in good position, and Kersey and Robinson got to the ball just about the same time. Should have been a jump ball. They come away with Robinson on the line and a chance to put San Antonio on top. There's still time for Portland. If he makes both, you're going to get a timeout and ball at